What is going on, everybody watching the replay? We are kicking it off. It is 8 o'clock Eastern time on a Saturday night, which means I am streaming for somewhere between 1 to 2 hours. Gonna do something a little bit different today and really make this a viewer-driven stream. So kind of an ask me anything that you guys want me to cover or talk about in the game. Tonight is the night that we are going to do it. So as things are coming in, people will start showing up. And yeah, we'll take it from there. Of course, as always, I did save my League versus League drives since it lined up so that we're going to do League versus League live on the stream. And then we can do other things. And what is up, DJB? You got it. You are number one. What's up, Beastie? Welcome to the chat as people flow in. What's up, MM Gaming? Welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday. What is up? Slay is number 4. We got Slay in the notification squad. I'm doing good, guys. I'm doing good. Should we play some Madden in the woods, man? That's going to be up to you guys. This is going to be the viewer-controlled stream. Favorite college football team? That's easy. I'm going to walk away and grab something to answer that for me. And, yeah, here's my favorite college football team is my college, Florida Gators. Take that, throw it back to the hat collection. Yeah, so Gators are my squad. What do I think of Olsen and Earl Thomas? I think they are definitely the better one. Time zone. It is funny you say that. One of the things that the admins and leadership had mentioned is that we are going to be doing some recruiting tonight. So I'm going to do my League versus League drives. But if you want to join the Band of Brothers family, it is, if I can type properly, Band of Brothers dash. If you just do Band of Brothers dash, you will see they are all here. And this one here, Foxtrot, we've got room for 2. You can't see it because I'm not using the green screen tonight. But we got room for a couple of people there. I'm sure we can make some more. Sniping filters. I have not been sniping, man. I'm going to be honest. I haven't really been playing much for the past 2 weeks. But my father-in-law is out of the hospital, so things are doing fine there. How do I think the Bucs will play versus the Titan, man? It depends on what Jameis Winston shows up, dude. It depends what Jameis Winston shows up. If the Jameis Winston that I think is the real Jameis Winston, that's the guy who makes worse decisions than someone who decides to smoke crack. Yeah, I think we'll probably lose every game for the rest of the season. But I digress. My favorite NFL team jersey, well, I have to say that I am a Bucs fan, so I would probably be a Bucs jersey. I am impartial to the old creamsicle ones with the old logo. I do like those. Yeah, what's up, Ace? Welcome. What's up, Paul? So we got some things going. Let's break out our League versus League first. Get that out of the way. How many coins do you think should be spent maximum? I'll be honest, Silly, I am not going for him. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not going for him at all. But let's see. I think I got to go up against this guy who's got an 85 defense. Take a look at what's there just to see if I see anything to exploit. Let's see. Let's see what his secondary looks like. Yeah, his secondary's better than mine pretty much across the board. Let's take a look at the speed difference. So on the Eric Reed side, he's got a slower safety. We'll try to do that. Yeah, I'm not going for Ray because it's too much of a grind, man. It's just too much of a grind. I haven't had time. I've missed so much time with when my father-in-law was in the hospital for 2 weeks. I just fell so far behind. It would be absolutely impossible for me to actually grind him. So we're going to do some live League versus League. It's not sexy, but you guys know what's coming, guys. It's going to be down and distance management. It's going to be safe, smart play calling. Not going to be a bunch of big home run plays. Really just going to be grinding it away. And, grinding the ball off on the ground. Not turning the ball over, and that's really the trick to it. I like to have a pretty standard approach, guys. I go outside run on first, inside run on second, and sometimes, just sometimes, we get nice big runs like that. What's up, Taki? Welcome, man. So we got a nice big run on first there. We'll go halfback toss strong. Once again, outside run on first, inside run on second. So that does set up a second. Does anybody know why when you play Madden Mobile it's very slow for you? I would guess I Love Food. It's probably your device. It's a pretty graphical intensive game compared to prior versions. So if you don't have a top-notch phone, you are not going to get top-notch performance from the game. It's just the reality of how the game was made. So the league requirements, Aussie has set it right there. You got to have an 81 overall, and you have to have at least 1,500 power. So there it was. I ended up taking that one to the inside. What scheme is good for cornerback leading defense? I would say probably my nickel dime scheme. That was one of the first ones I did because I did not have a good front seven at first. So I used mostly dime and nickel. That scheme did do pretty well. Since my personnel has changed, I now, run a 3-4. But I'm very close to finishing off my defensive line, at which case I will be designing a 4-3 scheme to change it up. And then after that, I'm sure I will evolve into a hybrid scheme. So here we go. Nice, easy fullback dive. And Kareem Hunt decided that he doesn't want to kick somebody on the ground, and he just wants to run for a first down. Although it was pretty funny when everybody was calling him Kareem Punt last year. I still don't understand. I shouldn't say funny. It's pretty awful that the dude is, back to working after being on video kicking a lady. But hey, it's the NFL, So here we go. Middle slant, nice, easy first or 2-point conversion there. So first drive down, got 2 more to go. We'll see if we can put up a nice 24. And guys, Aussie Plays, you'll see he is here as an admin. Or he's one of the admins. You'll see he is a mod in the chat. He is in charge of recruiting. So if you are applying, he's the guy to talk to. So if you do want to be part of the Band of Brothers family, chat with Aussie while he's here. Get him your contact info so that we can keep up with you and we can chat with you and kind of let you in on the whole philosophy and everything that's involved with Band of Brothers. We are definitely a pretty close-knit group. And yeah, we have a good time. So 1900 power, 78. Silly. I think it's a pretty hard cap. We have to, when we put a cap out there, it's for a reason. So let's see if we can get some blocks. Couldn't get any blocks. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking is, once we start bending the requirements for one person, it definitely creates a problem. So yeah, we got to stick to it. So here we go. We got a 2nd and 8. Again, pretty much every second down. This time I'm going to bounce it to the outside just because that's what was there. Inside plugged up really good. 3rd and 2, going to stick with it. We're just going to keep running the ball. Ooh, and that's going to be 4th and inches, but that's all right. It's going to be a fullback dive situation, which is annoying because we won't be able to use fullback dive again on the drive. But we get the first down, which is all we really need from it. And again, a lot of people like to throw the ball. I like to throw the ball in overdrive, but in League versus League, where everything is just too important and it can come down, it can come down to a single score. It really can. I've seen games come down to a single score, and the reality is keeping the ball on the ground, fumbles are less prevalent. Even though they happen, they're less prevalent than just random RNG picks where your amazing quarterback decides to just throw the ball directly to a defender instead of going to the guy that you throw the ball to. There was some pretty interesting update. I'd said before that I didn't like the idea of the controller, especially since the audible thing, but apparently EA has said that they're looking to bring parity, because right now it only works for iOS, and apparently I was hoping that they would just fix it all and not let you do all that stuff, but apparently they have decided that they're going to be making it so that at least there's some parity between Android and Apple, and that Android users will be able to use an Xbox controller or PlayStation controller pretty soon. So here we go. We're in a pretty good position. We'll just try to fullback power this one in. On middle slant, is it a lob or a bullet? It is usually a lob. It's usually a lob. There are some cases where it'll be a bullet, but most of the time, right there, I just kind of lob it up. Just a quick, easy tap is all it takes. And, I mean, the play is just darn near automatic. Yeah, I hope they are removing audibles. I honestly hope they fix all of that, because audibles are game-breaking. Does anyone in BOB have over 2,200 powers? I'm not sure, Pats fan. I'm not sure. If they do, they're probably in whiskey. Just based on that alone. But yeah, so here we go. Drive number 3. What do we see here? Oh, let's cut this to this side. Let's see. Oh, can we do it? Give me a truck. Give me another truck. Come on. Let's go. Oh, couldn't get the gator walk going. Man, I wanted that. Freaking hardcore. Man, I wanted that. I wanted a kick return. Oh, well. Still a pretty decent return out there, almost to midfield. Oh, couldn't get that truck either, man. So here we go. Let's see. Let's go halfback blast here. I probably should have went for an inside run, but I'll make this work. 3rd and inches. You know what's coming. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to waste my fullback dive in case I have a goal line situation. I'm going to just go halfback sting here, which is just enough to get it. Hey, Braden, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. But don't use your dad's card anymore, my man. Especially if it's without his permission. I would have to give my son a a punishment if he was doing some stuff like that. So, but I do appreciate the gesture and the support, man. It means a lot. But please don't do that without your parents' permission. Mainly because, yeah, dude, I don't want you to get in trouble, man. Oh, man, almost was able to stay out there. Am I playing... Donald, that's a good question, man. No, man. Honestly, I'm not playing anywhere near as much as I used to. I'm not. I play probably more Marvel Strike Force than I do Madden at this point. Just because it's a lot more casual. Let's see. Do I think it's worth to start buying Elites now or after Christmas? So silly. I did the math on it for... the difference between a 30 power and a 40 power player. It doesn't seem like much, right? 10 power. But considering you have 30 players on your team, you are essentially looking at every 10 power drop is a 0.7% decrease to your max starting power. So to put it in perspective, you drop from a single player dropped from 40 power down to 10 power, you're looking at like a 2.1% or a 2.1% drop in your max power, which is significant, man. And Ken, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Appreciate the support tonight. Means the world to me, so thank you so much. Here we go. Breaking it out again. What do I think of refs? I think, what do you mean? Be a little more specific with the question, man. What do I think of refs? I think they're human beings. Sometimes they get it right, sometimes they get it wrong. When they get it wrong, especially if it is game-breaking wrong, like, yeah, I think that sucks. Like when the Saints got robbed last year and the Rams got to go to the Super Bowl and get spanked by the Patriots. You know, when I look at that, there we go. Ooh, awful throw, but we still get it, and that's 24 dropped on the day. Flags, I mean, I think we see some useless flags that are awful flags. And then, okay. Well, thank you so much, Braden. I appreciate it. Don't get yourself in trouble, man. Please don't get yourself in trouble. So, yeah, there we go. 24 points on the board. And that is that. Yeah, I agree, man. Jameis Winston is trash. As far as flags, I think... Look, it's tough, man, because you have to balance, like, what's really going on with the refs, you know? Do they make some bad calls? Do they throw some flags when they shouldn't? Yes. I think the bigger problem is basically the league. You know, the league dictating top down that they want more flags. You know, that they're trying to reduce the helmet to helmet, reduce hits on the quarterback. They're trying to do those things, and I think it creates a situation where the refs are just kind of being forced to enforce things. I think there's some crap with the whole idea. I get why they did it after that Saints-Rams situation. I think the whole thing of like being able to get a flag on a challenge, I'm not sure I like that, because the reality is, I hate to say this, but like holding happens on every single snap in the NFL. Every single snap in the NFL, someone's holding. It's just a matter of whether they get caught or whether the ref feels it's flagrant enough to call a penalty. Controller does not work for Android right now. Apparently, EA is looking to make it work for Android in the future. But no, controller does not work for Android right now. So let's see. Do I have to do anything in Madden in the Woods? No, I did my grind there a little bit there. Have I used controller? I have not. I'm an Android guy, so no. I think everybody wishes Pro Packs were good. I mean, they're better than they were last year. I mean, everything's better than it was last year. That's not really saying much, but... Moist. You mentioned that there. So I'm going to take this as an AMA. So let's take a look at that question, right? So you said you're using Lynn, right? So my question on Lynn is, what I'm going to look at for Lynn is I'm going to tally up his total amount of points, right? Because that's where it's going to come from, is the total number of points. So if we look at Lynn, where the heck is Lynn? No, that's Vrabel. Here he is. There we go. So let's see. He has 2 5-point pressures, 2 3-point pressures, 2 1-point pressures. You should be able to get all 6 of those off. You should be able to get all 6 of those off, Moist, because I use Garrett, and he has almost the exact same thing. He has a 5, a 4, 2 3s, and 2 1s, and I'll show you, man. I have no problem. I'll play a match of Overdrive, but I have no problem getting the ball. Let's see. I need to put a better tight end in. Or I need to put a second tight end in, I should say. I'll just throw Vernon Davis in there. Throw Tyler Eifert right there. Replace Juju with OBJ, and I'll just leave it there for Overdrive. Just easier to get my captains, but the reality is there's going to be a 9-second difference, Moist, between when you can fire off your final pressure versus when I do. So we're going to play a game of Overdrive. We're going to see when I can fire it off, but you see the math, right? We both have a 14-second captain. We both have 10 players, so we have a 5-second reduction. So we have 9 seconds per point on our Overdrive meter. Your coach will require 1 more point, so a total of 9 seconds more than mine. So if you fire them off and time them properly, you should be able to fire off your final pressure exactly 9 seconds after I fire off my final pressure. So we will hop in here, and we will see how quickly I can get my 6 pressures off. And we'll see exactly at the time that it takes to do that. And just know that you should, if you're firing them off and you're not letting your meter build up. Because what happens when you hit at 5, every second that's passing when you're at 5, you're losing that second. You're not able to gain beyond the 5. So you have to be really ready to fire off those 5-point pressures almost the second that they're up. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll sometimes delay calling a play for a brief second or two, just so that I could fire off that 5-second pressure the second that's up, so that I don't lose any of my things. Now, I'm not going to be able to keep up with the chat that much during an Overdrive match, just due to the nature of Overdrive. But we will take a look. So we'll take a look at the timing. I think normally I get my final pressure off with about 30 seconds to go. That's kind of my norm. I'm still in bronze because this is my first game of Overdrive this entire season. So I'm probably just going to play spam just because I can. And I'm doing this mainly to show pressures being fired off. The big thing is you don't ever want your pressure meter to be full. If your pressure meter is full, you're doing something wrong. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and fire off the first one there and get things going. And we will see when we get the final one called off. Yeah, so, I mean, well, we did the math on it, boys, so we'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. Just know that you're going to be 9 seconds behind me because your coach requires 1 point more than mine does. So with a 9-second reaction time for it, or a 9-second timer for the points, that's kind of where we're going to be. So we'll just see how much time is left. Again, I like my coach situation. I never have a hard time getting all 6 of my defensive pressures off. But just from memory, I can't tell you the exact number of seconds that I normally get those get all the pressures off. But we will see. We will see it right here. I mean, we're doing it live. This is kind of a you guys control the stream situation. What's a good way to make coins right now? Yeah, I mean, right now, we'll talk about that after this overdrive game. Okay, we'll talk about that. A lot of people ask me about coins, and you know what? You guys control the stream, so we are going to be talking. We are going to be talking coins. That's what you guys want to talk about? That's what we're going to talk about. I'll talk about how I make coins. Although lately I haven't been making any coins. So here we go. We're getting close. All right, so with where this is coming, I'm probably going to fire off the 4-second first. Throw the, well, unless the 5-second is full. There we go. I'm going to wait. See, I'm waiting here. I could be calling a play, but I'm going to fire it off the second it goes so that I can get that going. So did I delay myself a couple of seconds there? Did I lose maybe 2 seconds of play time? Yes, but I fired that pressure off immediately. So by doing that, you'll see that I will be able to get that final pressure off. So here we go. We're about 10 seconds away. And I'll call another play. I technically could get it off about right now at about 25 seconds. But here we go. It's fired off, 22 seconds. And that's enough time that if this was a close game, he couldn't just sit there for the final few seconds. He just couldn't sit there for the final few seconds. I could have gotten it off with, I think, about 27 seconds if I didn't call that play beforehand. So now I can just sit on it. But that was all 6 pressures fired off with about 20 seconds left. So you got to think, it's a 3-minute match. It's a 3-minute match. If you can make them just sit and do nothing for 20 whole seconds, right? You got to think, how many 20 seconds are there in 3 minutes? You got 9, right? 3 in each minute, 3 total minutes. If you could get away with telling somebody, we're going to take 1 out of your 9 attempts away from you. Yeah. I mean, I just think that's pretty big. Man, I probably should have played a little bit. So, coins. So basically, you should switch to Garrett. If Mike Evans got traded, would I be mad or not? Yeah, of course. But don't spam, dude. I mean, come on, man. I'm playing Overdrive. If you play Overdrive, you know that you have to pay attention for 3 minutes. You spamming when I said that I'm not going to be reading the chat doesn't really do anything but bother anybody who's sitting in the chat. So, yeah, I'd be mad. What do I think about the Ramsey trade? Good deal for the Rams? We'll see. It's yet to be seen. Yeah, but the reducer's $10, bro. The reducer is $10. Screw that, dude. Screw that. What's up, Wet? Welcome, dude. So coins. People said coins. Well, I'm going to give you kind of the tried and true coin method, guys. This is the one that is not sexy. But it is still a darn good way to make coins. And that is the Madden Mint event. It only takes 20 stamina, right? It only takes 20 stamina. If you have been one of the people who actually cares about front office points, like you do your grinding on Sunday during the game, and you come in here, and you've been working on it here, and you go in here to the Madden Today. There's one of them, I believe, that reduces... maybe it's actually, you know what, maybe it's one of these. Maybe you had to be a grinder and do one of these. I think one of these things like reduces stamina or increases the recharge rate. But the reality is the Madden Mint event is still a pretty decent coin or stamina to coin conversion even this late in the season. It just is. It'll be great if EA implements the auto win feature that they talked about in one of their streams hyping up the game. It'll be really useful if they could do that. Do I play NBA Live? I do not. I do not. Which basically the way that would work is, say right here, boom, I beat this live event because it's so hard. It's just such a challenge to swipe my finger straight up on the right-hand side of my screen. Super difficult, super fun. I know everybody just loves live events because they're just so challenging and entertaining. But you'll see, just by doing that, I got some coins from actually doing the event. And of course, I rip open this pack, and just like that, 2,100 coins for 20 stamina. If it was auto win, see, there's like an hour and 34. I beat the live event once. What EA should do is basically add the auto win button where I hit auto win there. And it would just basically give me the reward. It would take 20 stamina, give me the reward. So if I wanted to do this one live event 22 times and burn all my stamina on it, now that I beat it once, I should be able to just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you know, all the way up to 22 times. All my stamina is gone. All my packs come in. And yeah, that's kind of what I would think there. That's one good coin making method. Another good coin making method is, of course, to work the auction house. Bid sniping. When I do work the auction house, all I do is bid snipe, right? So I find out what I'm trying to make coin on. You got to know the market. You kind of have to have a section of the market that you really understand. But let's say that I really wanted to look at 85 or better defensive players, and specifically, there's usually high demand for secondary players, though we've had a lot, so we'll see. And then, of course, we want usable players, so maybe I only look for the 40 power players, right? And I see. All right, this is we got enough here. We got too many here. I'm going to go to 88s just to kind of give an example, right? A better example because I want less people here. Do we have some 89s? Yeah, we have some 89s. So, you know what? Actually, you know what? 89s are going to be so expensive, it'll be besides the point. So we see here. First thing I like to do is I determine if anything is getting bids, because prices can be here, right? You can see these prices, but if nobody's bidding on them and nobody's buying them, the prices are meaningless. I could put something up for 50 million coins, and if it somehow showed up in the auction house, if nobody's buying it, it doesn't mean that it is in fact a 50 million coin card. So since I do not see anything here with a bid, absolutely nothing here has caught a bid in this entire thing. What that means to me is I have zero discernible, useful information to tell me whether I want to make a play on any of these cards. So what are we going to do? We'll just change it. Let's look at some 87s, right? And maybe we'll see where things are catching bids. All right, so here we have an idea, right? We have this Brian Dawkins. He's catching a bid for 500,000 coins, right? Catching a bid for 500,000 coins. That is essentially showing me that that's kind of the price that someone's willing to pay for some of these cards, right? Like that's the high watermark. As I scroll through here, what's the highest bid I can see? I can see somebody's willing to pay 500,000 coins for this Brian Dawkins, knowing that EA is going to take some tax off of you, anywhere from 5 to 10%, depending on whether you played last year and if you've done a bunch of legacy stuff and got the auction house tax reducer. Factor in your tax cost. I don't normally do it with 88s. I actually do this with low cards, that are there. But when I see something here, what I would want to do is if I saw a card pop up here, like if I was scrolling through this filter here and I saw one pop up for like 400k, buy it now, I'd buy it, right? I'd immediately buy it on a 400k, buy it now. That would require a whole bunch of just sitting here and refreshing the auction house, right? Or you can set a specific filter to buy it there and then just sit on it over and over and get it that way. Alternatively, if I said, look, Brian Dawkins is going for that price. These are kind of comparable cards there at an 87 overall safety. I see pretty reliably. Here's another corner going for that one. If I were to look here, I would try and find where is the absolute lowest bid. The absolute lowest bid I could find. And honestly, I don't see anything here that would really get me overly excited about wanting to make a play on it. You know, like I might put in a bid on this Terrell Edmonds. You know what? Actually, I'm going to. At that price, I'm confident that I could sell him and at least make some kind of profit. So I'm just going to drop a bid on him. I may not get it, right? I may not get it, but if I could get him for 388, I know without a doubt I could probably put him up for 450. Not a huge profit off of it, but it's profit. And it's one coin, and again, or one tap. I'm not going to give you guys a ton of specific filters, because if a YouTuber gives a filter, the filter immediately stops working. What I want you guys to do is understand how the auction house works, how to create your own. Who's not selling for 400? Well, yeah, was it the tier 4? I only do high cards for tier 4, Aussie, personally. I only do high cards for tier 4, and every auction house is a little bit different for what the people are willing to pay. So let's play a little. I guess we'll play a little bit more Overdrive, mainly because again, I'm not going to be grinding Hall of Fame this season. I've done it, but you know what? I could go for some gems and getting into maybe getting into gold or something seems reasonable. So you guys want it? Overdrive is what I saw. Overdrive is what we'll play. What's up, Ty? Welcome, man. Yeah, Dan, that's exactly what I do, Dan, is find what it's selling, and then I go a little bit lower, or you undercut it. If you're buying something to flip, bake in whatever you think your profit margin should be, whatever you're comfortable with, and just know that you're going to be taking on some risk. If you buy the card that doesn't sell, ouch. The thing is, I actually needed another safety, so if I accidentally get that bid for 400K, I'll probably actually keep the card. Just being honest, I'll probably keep it, probably not flip it. It'll probably make the squad since it is a tier 4. That's the other reason I only deal in tier 4s, and usually only in cards that I would at least have some use for if I chose to keep it. So here we go, Overdrive. Let's go to the tight end there. We're in bronze, so we can play spam. What's up, Tyrion? Welcome, man. Let's start firing off some pressures here. That linebacker, or that is actually no. I think it is a linebacker. Yeah, it was a linebacker that was doing that. Oh, come on. If I lose to a bot, I'm going to be triggered here. All right, so let's go with a run play for 6 yards. Of course, no chance to get 6 yards there. Absolutely none. Zero chance. Oh, look at that. Fumble recovery touchdown. And just like that, this game kind of turned around. Easiest way to get elites without paying. The easiest way to get useful, like really good elites without playing is to do competitive modes. Arena and Overdrive get you those head-to-head tokens, as they call them. And if you use 200 of them, which if you really grind, you can get 200 every couple weeks. And that's going to get you throughout the year basically a super high level max power player guaranteed. That is a pretty reliable way to make sure that you always get useful players. Again, it does require quite a bit of grinding, but it's completely free, man. If you can stand working the auction house, we got Tyron, who's here. He is an auction house pro. He can pretty much buy whatever the heck he wants because of what he does in the auction house. If you're really good at the auction house, that's probably the easiest way. You don't have to spend any money. I personally don't want to play an economy simulator. I'm playing this game because I want it to be a football game. So the idea of spending a ton of time on a very, very weak and not deep economy simulator is not my idea of a good time. So I personally don't spend a ton of time in the auction house. I'm a financial advisor, so when I am dealing with markets, I'm dealing with like the actual market. And I do that every day. So the last thing I want to do with my free time and my hobby time is basically deal with an inferior version of an economy simulator. Like it's really low on my priorities of things that's important to me. Even though it's a good way to get cards Did I really not get that? Give me fullback dive. Give me the fullback dive. Do not let me lose this game. Buy Bitcoin or nah. I am not a fan of Bitcoin personally. Oh man, did I lose it? I did lose it. Ouch. Rip. Oh well. No big deal. Yeah, I personally am not a fan of Bitcoin. For a couple of reasons that, you know what, I guess I mean, it's not related to Madden Mobile, but yeah, I'm not a fan of Bitcoin. Mainly on a fundamental level. That's my big problem with it is, at its core, you're calling it a currency, right? And what is a currency used for? A currency is used as a medium for an exchange of goods. I have $1 in my pocket. I go to the store and I want a bag of gummy bears. I give them my $1. I get my bag of gummy bears. Bitcoin is not accepted everywhere. So as an actual currency that is used as an exchange of currency for goods, there's a few places that do that, but when you have a currency that's jumping from like $2,000 to $10,000 to $5,000 and jumping all over the place, that kind of volatility, in my opinion, is not what you want in something that is being called a currency. Yeah, if you're buying things on the black market, of course, then you kind of need Bitcoin to do things like that. But just overall, I don't see it as a reliable actual currency. And I also don't see it as a reliable store of value. Until it gets like widespread adoption and it's actually used everywhere, I personally just stay away from it. I mean, history says that the stock market, if well diversified, is going to do good enough, in my opinion. I don't need something that is super, super volatile in my portfolio like Bitcoin. If you do like Bitcoin and you want it as a diversifier, I don't know. If you got 2% of your portfolio in Bitcoin, I don't know. I guess I wouldn't be mad at you if it's something you believe in. I just personally, I don't invest in Bitcoin. Personally. Any free stock advice? It's funny. I'm getting ready to launch a second channel in the next couple of weeks. That is going to be all about financial advice and tips and things like that, which will cover everything. But yeah, as far as individual stocks, yeah, I'm not going to go give an individual stock advice here on a live stream or anything like that. Honestly, I don't really use individual stocks. I look for diversification, broad global diversification, and yeah, it's just all of the actual financial science behind it says that is the smartest thing to do. Will I wear my Tampa jersey in my new channel? No, I will have the luxury of just being able to wear whatever I am wearing that day that I record. I will not have to put on a YouTube uniform, so to speak, that the Bucs jersey has become. So yeah, definitely will not be doing that. Do we know who the Masters are going to be? I don't know. I haven't been keeping up. Again, like my father-in-law just got out of the hospital after like over 12 days. So yeah, it's been kind of like last on my mind. As far as, let me just do something completely stupid here. Waste a bunch of time because it's overdrive and I forgot. Running backwards is going to, why aren't I grinding Hall of Fame? Yeah, I know it is, Damien. I don't have the time, dude. I don't have the time. I've grinded top 500 several times. How do I feel about... I mean, that's Jameis Winston. If you've been watching my channel for a while, I've basically been bashing Jameis Winston since the first day on this channel. And I will continue to be bashing Jameis Winston until he is no longer playing for the Buccaneers. There we go. All pressures fired off with 26 seconds left to go. I mean, look, at the end of the day, it's the only mobile football game we have, man. Like, what are you going to play? Like Marshawn Lynch's running or fanatical football? If you want to play a football game on a mobile platform, you don't have a choice, dude. And what is up, Yamale? Welcome. Thank you. I probably butchered the heck out of your name, and I apologize for that. But thank you for the support of the channel. And thanks for coming and hanging out. But yeah, I mean, that's the reality. we're screwed if we want any other. Do I play Madden on console? A little bit. I haven't had time. I don't play it on console. I play it on PC. When I do play it, but I haven't played a ton this year. So that one was an easy win. Yeah. So here's the thing, Chance. So with the Field of Fear, let's talk Field of Fear as far as coin making, right? We'll talk Field of Fear as far as coin making. Did I get outbid? No, but I got a couple of league invites. Not leaving my league, guys. Don't know why I come into league invites literally every single day, but I do. And Damien, it's all pay to win here at the top two, man. It's all pay to win here at the top two. For the most part. Yeah, silly, me too, man. He said yes, and then he ghosted me. I'm really kind of over it. I don't really care, dude. You know, you know, I'm not gonna get into it. You know, he's going back and forth. Said it was good. Said he wanted to do it, and then just didn't respond. So I really don't care. You know, I got better stuff to do. Yeah, Richard. No, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I don't. It's. The new channels, honestly, I'm like what I'm going to be more passionate about because it's what I actually do every day. So it's basically finding a way for me to bring what I do and what I actually like charge people for, trying to bring as much of it as I can to the masses through a free platform and basically like ad support my ability to bring that out there. But yeah, so you know what? Let me do a little bit of arena just because I think I'm falling a little behind in arena. Or actually, you know what? Let's see. Yeah, no, you can absolutely. If you're a grinder, if you work the auction house, for sure, there's no question about it. You can build a great team without spending a penny, dude. You can build a great team without spending a penny. Did I really not even start this head-to-head? God, I'm so far behind, man. This is what happens when you got family in the hospital. You pay no attention to the game. And I think I just locked in a bad roster. I think I just locked my overdrive roster in to arena. Thankfully, it's only for a day. And it'll probably not make a huge difference. Trap, it's going to be in the next couple of weeks, man. The channel technically already exists. It just doesn't have anything on it. I set it up because I was going to do this a while ago, but then I got busy with like actual like work. So yeah, so that's not going to be an issue anymore. I'm going to make sure that I can do it. No, not a huge content schedule, maybe like one video every week or two. Still going to mainly keep up with this channel first, but that's kind of the direction I'm wanting to take it. So yeah, I mean, arena, same crap. Like, it's so. Oh, there we go. We get picked off because I'm like not even really paying attention. I'm just kind of throwing the ball, and in an automatic. Yeah, you know, the problem, Tyrion, is when you run into people who are not. I'm trying to change that. I am trying to work on that and change that. Eventually, I will get. Where'd you find the link? It's not connected. Yeah, Trap. It'll be linked when I have content on it, man. I will talk about it and link it at some point once there's something on the channel. Yeah, eventually I will try to take over congestive heart failure or yeah, I'm gonna take it over, Richard. Eventually, it may take me 5 more years, but eventually YouTube will recognize that CHF is mine and not that disease's. Eventually. Yeah, I mean, the problem is, of course, if you run into, like, a pay-to-win person who also has skill. Would I ever upload NBA Live? No. No, I would not. It depends what you're trying to do. It depends on what your goal is. You know, like, I don't have a choice. I have to develop my team now because of the league I'm in. So if you don't have a choice, you kind of have to keep up, right? Like, you have to keep up in order to remain competitive. So if that's the case, I try to frugally buy what I need now. Ooh, Vernon Davis actually makes that grab. I will take it. Wait, no. Bro, of course the gold freaking tight end doesn't hang on to the ball. He shouldn't even be in the game. That was an oversight. I get it. I shouldn't have a 73 on my team. But I use him mainly just because I need a double tight end set for overdrive, and I don't play a ton of overdrive. Oh, all right. Let me see how I can not. Let's see if I can. When you see a blitz coming, by the way, when you see a blitz coming, just throw at the blitz. It's just like the NFL. Throw at the blitz. You saw there, I saw the blitz coming from from this side. I threw the ball immediately to that side. Throw right at the blitz. Maybe we'll get another blitz. Blitz coming, throw at the blitz. If you don't get the no-throw glitch. I'll be honest, guys. That's the one thing. If I do get an opportunity to use my Xbox controller, I probably will, if for nothing else than to avoid the damn no-throw glitch. If for nothing else than to avoid the no-throw glitch, being able to... Yeah, that would just be big, man. Man, nobody's a hack on everything, man. I have found from years of playing this game that stats have very minimal impact on anything. Oh my god, wow. 4th and 20. Time for some verts wheel stop and a little bit of praying. Or we're just going to get sacked and take a fat L on this one. But yeah, I stats very minimally matter. I mean, they really don't matter huge. Most important position to get. Offense or defense? That's a good one. Will the most feared bosses mimic Madden 20 console version? I don't know, man. I really don't know. Maybe, but maybe not. I've heard rumors of an out-of-position Megatron at safety, which I'm not even going to lie. I want that card if it's true. So, yeah, defense, most important positions on defense. I think a lot of it is going to be scheme-dependent, right? Like, a lot of it is going to be scheme-dependent. However, if I were to give you most important positions, I would like to see you have really good safeties, okay? Your safeties are your guys who are going to guard you over the top, prevent the big play bombs. You want really good safeties. You want a really good middle linebacker because he is on the field regardless of what your scheme looks like. If you run an all-dime scheme, he's on the field. If you run a 3-4 or 4-3, he's always on the field. So a good middle linebacker is important. I personally then think the rest is going to be heavily dependent on your scheme. If you run a lot of nickel and dime, you want good nickel and dime backs. If you run a 4-3, you want a good front seven. I think linebackers are more important than defensive line, but it's why haven't I done the Legends Master Series? Dude, I've been busy, man. I've been busy. I don't have an excuse. I'm just not grinding as hard as I have in previous years, guys. I'm behind. I haven't. You want to see? It's almost embarrassing. You want to see how far back I am on Master Series? Here's how far back I am on Master Series. I mean, I'm still in stage 4 of trenches, dude. I'm still in, I looked at it and none of the trenches guys were useful to me. So I just kind of stopped, and I know I can get the Jalen Ramsey, and then I know I can get the Legend one, and I know I need to do it to keep going. I just haven't done it, man. I just haven't done it. Sorry. Hey, look, I'm slowly but steadily, I've managed to find time to do 5 season games. The good thing is, see right there where it says 3 wins to make the playoffs? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get 3 more wins. Weeks 5, 7, and 8. And then week 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I am going to forfeit the game the second it starts. And I am going to skip 5 games so that I only have to play 9 games to get my master. I do not want to play... when I play this game, I try to minimize season mode as much as humanly possible. As much as humanly possible. This season mode is the most feared season mode. So, I mean, the perks are, at the end of it, I'm going to get myself in, what, an 88 or an 87, whatever the heck it is. A free player that I got for freaking gems. You know, like with free gems. Gems that I got from grinding. No, there's no chance I'm going to get the Ray Lewis, man. There's no chance I'm going to get the Ray Lewis. You know what? We'll play a damn season game. It'll be progression. It'll be progression. I need to get 3 more wins in. And heck, maybe we'll do all 3 wins, and then I'll just show you guys how you can just forfeit the games immediately. In fact, you know what? No, we'll do it that way. We'll do it that way. I try to maximize the efficiency in season mode as well. And you'll see, I'll show you exactly how I play season. It's really... Do I ever use the playmaker ability? Not really. It's kind of, it's more gimmick than useful. It's more gimmick than useful. I basically use one play on defense. Which is Nickel Blitz 2. And I don't really need any more. This is the only play I need on it. Sometimes they'll move the ball. Most of the time, they won't. Are grab bags worth it? Maybe. The funny thing is, I'm going to show you guys my entire, how I've been approaching most feared, right? I'm not doing the grab bags. You know why? Because the grab bags are going to be there. If grab bags end up being the best thing for me, I will do grab bags. But they may come out with something that's better than grab bags, right? They may come out with something better than grab bags. And if they do, I won't want to have spent all of my stuff on them. So when it's the last day of the promo, if I have a bunch of stuff that I haven't used for anything else that I think is better, then using a controller with West Coast, yeah, Cosmic, but that's I don't have a controller, dude. I play with my thumbs. And with my thumbs, it's pretty useless. So, I mean, the big problem with my thumbs is that the first 2 seconds after you snap it, it's not active. You can't use it, right? So if I come out here with PA slot crosses, right? Say I wanted to take, I know my playmaker is going to be on cam break, right? I know that he's the guy who's going to get the playmaker because you can see it's around him. If I could turn him into a streak immediately, for example, or if the second he goes up here, if I could go bam and go into an out route, but I can't, it wasn't until right there that I could actually move him. So I couldn't have turned him into a streak. I couldn't make him go into a little thing there. So because of that 2-second delay, it's just not as useful as it could be. Just not as useful as it could be. No, he's actually out bowling with mommy. So, wifey and the little man decided to go bowling. If they get home, and I'm still streaming, which I probably will be, because if they're not home, why stop streaming, right? Yeah, so probably. Please use Cover 2 show for defense. I'll do it just for you, I guess. The only way to make season fun is to use the corner. See, I just don't think there's any way to make season fun. Sorry, Habit. How did he throw that ball? I kind of want to see the replay there. Question. Let's see. Is this realistic? To throw the ball and deliver a freaking dot. Wait, did the ball even stutter when it first comes out of his hands? Yeah, look at that. It's going sideways. Look at that. Look at it change. Come on. That could never happen in real life. Never. Never. Let's get a stop. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's all right. So wait, what play did you want me to use? You said it was going to be cover 2. Hang on. Let me scroll back up. Someone asked for a play. Cover 2, show 4. Am I missing it? Is it a man? Where's cover 2, show 4? Oh, it's at a nickel? All right, let me just go by formation then. There it is. I wonder why it didn't show up in Yeah, thank you for... Why am I using this play on freaking season mode? It's season mode, dude. Use nickel blitz 2 and just get a sack every play. It could actually have to make me play. Why am I using just I mean, cover 2 is pretty weak in general against the pass. Look at this. This is the first time I've been behind in a season game ever. That's all right. We'll fix it really quickly. And we get the ball after the half. Yeah, but nickel blitz 2 I use because the blitz comes in so fast that it doesn't matter. Oh, look. That's like real Buccaneer football right there. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I have a passing penalty this game because it's the haunted nonsense. So I'm just going to run. And I really don't even need... Like, season's so bad. Season's so easy. But you know what? I'm going to pass it just to move the ball down the field quickly because I'm bored. I'm bored. Yeah, trap. I mean, right now, I mean, it's season mode. I don't really want to play it. So that's why I do it. And I don't spam in overdrive. It's only because I'm in bronze. And do I spam my way through bronze? Yeah, just because it's freaking bronze. I don't really care. I want to do it, especially in a stream. Like in a stream, I want to just be able to do something that I can like pay as little attention to as possible, so that I can pay as much attention to the chat as possible. So we're moving it nice and fine. I mean, it's season mode. I could use any play. I could make it interesting with play calling, but why? I mean, it's season mode. There we go. What's up, James? Welcome, dude. What is fun? League versus League is fun, man. League versus League for me is fun. That's like the only game mode that keeps me playing is League versus League. Yeah, we can play some Stump CHF. For sure. Let me get through this boring nonsense of season. Ugh. Oh, somebody keeping my mods busy. Yeah, thank you for that, because that's good call, Aussie. Yeah, that's always been a problem with it, Richard. That's always been a problem with it. Is that there's incentive to spam. Because of the speed and pace of overdrive. Really? All right, so now what do we do? Well, it's easy. We just don't give them the ball back. So I will just fair catch that at the 5, and we're just going to basically use fullback dive over and over and over, or just any run play over and over, and just kill 2 quarters. So there we go. That's all right. Yeah, if you're listing at the problem right now is that the way the floors have worked and with how easy it is to get golds in the new Field of Fear promo, the reality is nobody's willing to pay even the floor for the card because the supply is so high that it's just not worth even the price floor. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. I didn't want to give them the ball back, but I guess Mike, stop being a wuss. Just get the conversion. Oh, stop. We need to kill clock. We need to kill clock. We can't go running that to the house and scoring a touchdown. So yeah, we're going to call a play, and I forgot. We get to chill for about 15 seconds. Yeah. We take a little nap here. And then come back with exactly 1 second left on the clock when we will snap the ball. Nope, we don't want a first down on one play. Kind of wish there was no auction bot. I wish EA would stop the actual botters. Because the brokered auction house bot is one thing to deal with, but it's much more annoying the botters, the actual botters that are like running emulator bots. It can't be that hard for EA to stop it. But hey, maybe it is because they're EA. So there we go. They have now used all of their timeouts, which means we've won this game. Mission accomplished. Not going to get the first down there because I want to kill more clock. This will take it down and end the quarter. Hey, CHF, quick question. When does the full playbook kick in? At a certain level or involve coaches? So, chat, the full playbook is active for your scheme, right? So you have a scheme playbook. That is always active. Sometimes in live events, you will get the full playbook as in all 4 schemes playbooks together. You will never get that reliably in all game modes. It will only be in live events. No! Bro, you had the first down. All right, stop. What's up, Greeny? Welcome. Do I ever check the Reddit? Yeah, not for the past couple of weeks, but I sometimes do. I try to stay away from forums and things like that, just because, I don't know, man. They're usually toxic. Maybe it's not. Reddit sometimes can be, but honestly, man, I've just been busy, dude. I've been busy. I do this on the side as like a hobby. This isn't my job, and especially since I'm not playing it a ton right now, other than League versus League, keeping up with that stuff is just pretty low on my list of priorities. I want to focus on, scoring points in League versus League, having fun, that kind of stuff. So, when I have time, excess time, yeah, I'll check Reddit, I'll check Mudhead. I just haven't had time like that in a long time. All right, and this game's over. How do you make coins? I don't know, Greeny. I've never been the coin guy. Everybody... Richard, yeah, let's not get into too personalized or things like that on stream, man. But feel free to DM me on like social media or anything like that. And we'll talk more about whatever it may be there. What do we get here? A bunch of garbage, but that's all right. One more thing down. Let's see. Beat the event to continue your journey. I have to play a freaking live event to continue my season? This is new? Really, and all what is... Try not to rant. EA, because doing the flying V is just so fun and entertaining and useful and meaningful, and gosh, that was so important for me to stop what I was doing and do this right now. Yeah, I do most of my daily goals. I do most of them. There's a few I don't do. Yeah, why not? We'll go ahead and we'll take up Metcalf. So we'll view our lineup and let's see. No, with his speed, I don't want him there. With his speed, I'm going to go ahead and put him here. And Cam Brate, officially off the squad. So, yeah, there we go. We continue that. So, daily goals. The ones that I do. I don't always do this one. I usually don't do the season game. This one's easy enough. We'll do this. So, here, I'll do my daily goals. You should be doing, if you're grinding for the master or anything like that, like, you should do your daily goals if you're not. Have I checked my feats? Yeah, I have checked my feats. And the feats thing is, you have to go here and you have to just go backwards, because sometimes you'll complete them and it won't tell you you've completed them. So you just have to go in here and just go backwards one, sometimes backwards 2 or 3. But go in there and check your feats. Sometimes there's things there. Yeah, I mean, doing your daily goals is just a good way to play the game in general. Like, if you go in and do your daily goals, you're doing most of the stuff that you should be doing. Yeah, I'm not one of the OGs, Nick, man. I'm one of the I'm not one of the OGs, dude. I didn't start until like the end of Madden Mobile 17. So I am absolutely not one of the OGs, dude. I'm just one of the last people who's not so sick of this game that they can't stomach the idea of making content for us for it anymore. As long as I'm playing the game, I'm going to make content for it. Just because it helps, I don't know. Like, making content, I don't know, it just makes me more, it makes the game more fun for me. So I'm going to go ahead and do these just so I don't forget, and then get back to them. Look, oh boy, because we didn't just do this a second ago in the form of Flying V. Let's get up. So hard, dude. Yeah, I was sick of Overdrive, dude. I was sick of Overdrive. Yeah, look, the reality is, guys, I like this year's game. I do. Compared to last year's game, I like this game a lot better. I do. I really do. Is it perfect? No. It's made by EA. It'll never be perfect. I mean, how long have they had Madden Console, dude? Like, just think about how much Madden Console has changed in the past 10 years. It really hasn't. It's EA. It's never going to be perfect. But if they make incremental improvements in the right direction, I'm going to be happy about it. And, you can't say they do that every year. But from last year to this year, it's definitely an improvement. So, I mean, for what that's worth, I'm happy with it, Console's not solid, dude. Here. I'm going to show you something. Who do you know who runs with the football like this? This is how the guys run with the football in console, man. Like, it's the wackest animation in the world. 2 hands holding the ball in front of them. It's the most awkward looking thing in the world. Like, I remember back when Madden, like, it was more accurate looking in, like, Madden 2005 with how they would hold the ball. This year's, like, the way they hold the ball, it just bugs me. It bugs me in console. It bugs the heck out of me. There you go. There you go, Trap. No, man. It doesn't do it automatically. You got to go in there and claim those feats. So if you haven't done it, you may be sitting on thousands of gen. I play on a Nintendo Wii. No, dude. I don't. I play on I play Madden console on PC. I have a gaming PC, so why buy a console? You know? Yeah, I mean, they have all of those things. It did break the game there, but I mean, just in general, like, it's little new things that help them sell the game, but there's nothing really all that that great. I don't know. You know, and of course, the Madden Curse, guys. How about the Madden Curse, right? Poor Pat Mahomes, dude. Like, I don't, man. If I played in the NFL and EA came to me and said, Mike, we want you to be on the cover of Madden, I would say yes, on one condition, that for the rest of my career, you pay for an insurance policy on me that's going to make up for all of my lost revenue when your stupid curse manages to cost me my freaking career or cost me my mind like it did in the case of Antonio Clown. Most people just deal with like an injury. Apparently the Madden Curse hit Antonio Clown so hard that he just went crazy. The Madden Curse literally infected this poor dude's mind and made him go full-blown whack job. That is, I think, the most powerful edition of the Madden Curse. And honestly, I think it lines up with how crazy Overdrive was, right? Like, he was on the Overdrive cover. The worst product Madden has ever put out was Overdrive. He's on the cover. You damn right he's getting cursed with being crazy. Because it was crazy to think that it was a good idea to take a successful game and completely gut it and give people something that not a single person ever asked for. It was such a crazy idea that it's just fitting that, you know, the cover athlete went crazy. There's no better excuse other than Antonio Brown's mind went crazy. It was either the Madden Curse or he picked up a crack habit that nobody knew about. One of those two things is the only rational explanation for what happened to Antonio Clown. It had to be the Madden Curse or crack. Kids, don't do crack. You'll end up like Antonio Brown in 2019. Not a good situation. Either that or don't go on the cover of Madden. Which one it is, I don't know. One of the two. Is there anything else going on in the game? Are there any legends that I want? That Merton Hakes looks not bad. Ooh. Just what everyone wants. A kicker. Get excited, guys. Get excited. Get excited. A kicker. What everybody wants. Legends is, I don't know. Legends is still the best program in my opinion. Silly. When did you start playing Madden Mobile? What's the best way to spend gems, Trap? Wait for programs. Wait for big programs. Like this one, right? Like the Field of Fear, right? This one here. The Gauntlet and the Season are each 4,000 gems. I think that's one of the best ways to spend gems as a free-to-play player. Is so far we've seen it with the last month's promo. Now we're seeing it with this month. I think this is going to be a common trend. EA is known for cookie-cutter copy-paste promos. They have become notoriously known for that. Expect this to continue. That is a great use of gems to say that 4,000 gems is going to get you a max power player at the highest overall at the time that they're introduced in the game, or near the highest overall at the time they're introduced to the game. That's a pretty darn good deal for 4,000 gems, especially if you go in here and like look at the store and say, oh, let me not like back out from exactly where it's there. But yeah, you know, like if I go in here and I look, 1,800 gems for an 81 random power Levante David, when for like 2 of those, I was able to get You know, for 4,000 gems, I was able to pick up this Kyle Fuller, an 88 overall. That's, in my opinion, make sure, if nothing else, that when a new month hits, that you've got 8,000 gems ready to go. Because if EA keeps up with this cookie cutter stuff that they've been doing all year, that's going to be 8,000 gems a month that you are going to want to spend. It's going to be 8,000 gems a month that you're going to want to spend. Another thing, guys, if you're playing Arena, I wanted to talk about this a couple of weeks ago, but I didn't have time in the stream. I was thinking about making a video on it, and I didn't. Let's talk stamina, okay? Because there's a lot of stamina available to you for Madden Mint, for Legends, for whatever the heck you want to spend stamina on, right? Right here. I used to, when these first came out, I was like obsessed with this set right here, where I'd close everything in. Looks good, right? 500 gems, 425 stamina, 15 head-to-head tokens. I was really, like, I liked this set. Now I don't go out of my way to make it. Reason being, take a look at this set, right? You need 3 bronzes to make a single silver, 3 silvers to make a single gold, 3 golds to make a single elite, 3 elites to make a single Hall of Fame. But if you look what's in here, right? 100 stamina, 7.5 thousand coins. Remember, you can get this 3 times for the cost it would take to make 1 badge here. So you'd be able to complete that 9 times at the bronze set versus being able to complete this one. Or I'm sorry, no. You'd be able to complete this one 3 times for the amount of completing this one 1 time. It's a 3-to-1 ratio, right? Take a look at what you get from this one. 150 stamina and 12,000 coins. Remember, you got 100 stamina from the other one. 3 times. That's double the stamina. That's 300 stamina versus 150 stamina. It's also more coins. It's, what's that? 22.5 thousand coins instead of 12.5 thousand coins. And the same thing holds true. The thing is, you're not going to get the gems. You're not going to get the head-to-head tokens doing it this way. But you are going to get so much more coins and stamina that I just, I don't trade them up. I don't trade them up anymore. I used to use these sets a bunch. You can see I completed this one 17 times. You can see I completed this one 11 times, 8 times. And yeah, I'm going to take these out actually on that note because I stopped doing those. But yeah, like right in here. I used to think, oh, this is pretty useless, right? Like it's pretty useless. Not really. Oh, man, money right there. A gold, there's a bunch of stamina. There's coins. So, doing these actually makes it if you can't stand overdrive. I used to think that it's completely useless to just keep grinding Arena after you've maxed out rewards. And then I realized it's not, especially if you're winning and just using your daily entries. Because you can keep playing and you keep getting these tokens here. And you got to think, right there. Bam, that's 100 stamina, right? That's 100 stamina, just like that. As well as some coins. Bam, 100 stamina right there. What do we get here? Well, not 100 stamina. You see what I mean? Close to the way to 100 stamina. Over the course of it, yeah, it's not 1 is 100 stamina. You need 3 to be 100 stamina. But it's either way, you're able to keep getting coins off of that. So if you don't like playing overdrive, but you like playing head-to-head, did I just get an elite badge? I don't know, but let's see. How many of these things do I have? I have a bunch there. I'm pretty much ahead on stamina, so yeah, I don't really need stamina right now, so I don't want to prop it up. But yeah, that's a great way to get easy stamina. Great way to get easy stamina. Is to do those there. Granted, you miss out on the big thing here is you miss out on gems and the head-to-head. That's the one thing there. But the reality is you're eventually going to complete these anyway. You're eventually going to complete these anyway if you keep grinding it every season. So you still get those. I just think the stamina is probably more valuable, especially if you're just in the spirit of making coins at that point. I don't know. What have we covered, man? We covered a lot today. What questions do you guys have? What's on your mind? What should we do? What should we do? Best way to get coins. We covered that one, Luke. We covered a couple of ways. Right now, I still like the Madden Mint event is still extremely efficient, right? Stump CHF. All right, here's the thing. All right, we're going to do Stump CHF. Yeah, no problem, Luke. I went over that. If you check the replay, man, we went over a couple of different things on coin making thing. Fastest way to finish a season mode game. Clickbait, I did that too. See, I did that one quicker. I played a season game on this stream, and I show you basically the fastest way I can think of to do it, which is basically to just put some points on the board and then just kill the clock. Show me the team. Yeah, let's do Stump CHF. Stump CHF is a little game, but we're going to have to make some rules on Stump CHF, okay? Because the problem is when I think of Stump CHF, I think the ideal place to do it is really going to be Arena, right? Like, because Arena is where it really matters. The problem with Arena is you got 10 minutes to do 3 drives. So with the whole thing of Stump CHF, it's going to be pressed for time. So if we do Stump CHF in Arena, you guys are going to have to be on it with your play calls, or I'm just going to lose every match on time, and that'd be a complete waste of stamina and time and all that stuff. Yeah, we could do Stump CHF Intra-League. That'd be a better idea. KB24, yes, 100%. I think they are going to continue to do this field pass thing for... Honestly, I'm gonna make a prediction here. We will see if I'm still the Oracle of Madden Mobile. I called the brokered auction house coming, right? Like, I called almost identical that was gonna happen. I haven't made a prediction, but based on that, I'm about to make a prediction here. I think they're not only going to continue to do the field pass things for all the big promos, I think they are going to do a field pass every single month for the rest of the year. Maybe not the final month, but I think they have basically turned it into something where this is their monthly moneymaker. And honestly, if I'm being perfectly honest, I like this revenue model better than the prior one. I do. Because the prior one was just sell you $100 players. And then when I guess that got bad, they started selling $75 players. So what's the next big thing? Sell $50 players? At least with this one, right? Like with this whole method of the field pass, or whatever the heck you want to call the thing, that they're doing once a month, they're basically giving you for $30, $30 worth of Madden cash that you could spend the same way you would in prior seasons, but you're getting a useful player that's realistically going to be useful the rest of the year, right? Because you're going to get him, you're going to evolve him, because you can evolve all the way up to 100 overall. So if you could have a maxed out 100 overall Ray Lewis, why would you want another middle linebacker, right? Like, once you get someone who's a superstar who you like, you can keep on your team the whole year. So yeah, right now there's just so many. The problem is supply. So there's an oversupply, because here's the thing, right? Like with these sets for Field of Fear, like they're so easy that if you just grind the event, right? Like they're just so easy to get 79s, right? Or 75 pluses, right? Like they're just super, super easy. You just go in here, you're able to do these. And then once you've done all of these, right? Like, let me see if I can do more. All right, so I filled there. Then you can start filling these, right? And you're getting the 70 overall. Like, you look at this. You put in 2 badges. You get one of your badges back that's a select. And you get a 70. That's really, really cheap. I mean, you got to think, if you actually look at what you're doing, right? When you think of it that way, when you look at the events, because you got to think, every badge is essentially gold. Think about that. Every single badge is essentially a gold, because you put 2 badges in, you get a gold back and a badge. So if I come in here, I've already done the first win, but I do this event for 70, for 40 stamina, and you get 2 gold players. You're guaranteed to get 2 badges out of this. That's basically 2 gold players for 40 stamina. You're going to have to sell them cheap. You got to think. If you were to do it Madden Mint style, that's basically 4,000 coins. So if it had, yeah, for sure, Rohan, nothing like 60-something speed quarterbacks running the ball. That's exactly what I want. Well, Clickbait Kid, that's the thing, dude. If you're really looking to get the most you can as a grinder, if you are looking to get the most you can as a grinder, one of the single best rewards is right here. The 200 head-to-head tokens is literally one of the best possible rewards in the game. I think I missed this season's 25 coin elite, but I don't even know if I'd keep buying those anymore. But that one right there, it's guaranteed max power. It's guaranteed because every 2 weeks you get a new one that's coming in. It's just, in my opinion, that's one that if you're not grinding league versus league, what's the best way? Clickbait Kid? It's right here, man. Arena and head-to-head. Take a look, dude. Arena, right here, right? Just take a look. One head-to-head token. Head-to-head token. Head-to-head token. Head-to-head token. Head-to-head token. All the way up. 2 head-to-head token. 2 head-to-head tokens for each of these, right? 3 head-to-head tokens. 4 head-to-head tokens. All the way up. You're getting head-to-head tokens there. And then, of course, if you can stomach it, the true best thing, the true best way is none other than the god-awful overdrive mode, where you're going to get a bunch of gems. And then if you go in the Hall of Fame and you're in like the top 1,000, 50 right off the bat. Right there, 50. And if you're top 500, you're going to get 25 of them and you're going to get one of the players. So that's it. I mean, head-to-head and overdrive are, simply put, one of the most rewarding modes to grind. Technically, the auction house is the most rewarding mode to grind if you know what you're doing. As far as time spent getting something you want out of it, right? Time spent getting something you want out of it. If you are good at the auction house, there is no game mode that will come anywhere close to bang for your buck as far as time spent to getting something back. Just look at Random Jerry. I would not be surprised if he could build like an 85 overall team in 24 hours. Dead serious. Dead serious. I think if I told Random Jerry, since he's here, Jerry, I have a challenge for you. I will give you $10,000 if you can take a brand new account and within 24 hours have it to an 85, 85, 85. I think he could do it. I really, really think he could do it. So you got to think, if within 24 hours, Jerry, for 10 grand, you know damn well you'd make it happen somehow. You know, you'd be drinking coffee like a maniac. For 10 grand, you'd make a damn good try. And if you did fall short, you'd maybe have like an 83 or an 84. I truly think for 10 grand, Jerry could make it happen. But Jerry, I'm not going to offer you 10 grand because I think you could do it. You know, I think you could do it. But you got to think, if you look at that, if you spend 24 hours, right? Just if you could do that in 24 hours, if you could, even if you could build just an 80 overall team, from nothing to an 80 overall team in 24 hours of gameplay, that would be like 24 hours straight. But maybe you just put in that 24 hours like over the course of like 2 weeks, 12 hours a week. That's not a ton, right? If you're a grinder. So yeah, I mean, the reality is, the auction house is hands down the best time to reward option. But in my opinion, it's boring. It's just boring, dude. It's so boring. If I'm going to spend my time in an economy simulator, I'm going to spend my time in the economy. I would much rather spend time, dealing with a real market than a video game market. So, for me, if you don't like the auction house, the best way to do it is to grind Overdrive and Arena. If you grind Hall of Fame in both of these, Arena and Overdrive, every 2 weeks, you will have, from now until the end of the year, a constant slow drip of selectable top-tier players to add to your squad reliably, consistently, just by doing Overdrive and Arena. So if you are not going to work the auction house, this is what you should focus on, in my opinion, if you're trying to advance your team. If you're trying to advance your team. Yeah, I think 87 would be yeah. 87 overall team, I think that would probably be impossible. I would not put 10 grand on it, just because I wouldn't put 10 grand on anything stupid like that, but it's just me. Rather invest that 10 grand. Other than that, yeah, so if you're looking at head-to-head tokens, right, if you're in an active league, this is another one. You can't see it because of my camera. Let me move my camera real quick, right? So this set right here, yeah, I'm hiding behind my my tip jar. Let me move myself. There we go. Right here, this one right here, this very first one, 500 for 6 head-to-head tokens. That is a great way to get those as well. It starts at the beginning of every new overdrive season at 200 of these league tokens. You can see I have like over 3,500 of them. I buy them all the way up to 5 until they cost 500. So I buy them for 200 twice, then I buy them for 300, then I buy them for 400. That's 24 head-to-head tokens every 2 weeks right out the gate just by being in a league that is moderately successful and wins some games. If you are in a league that's moderately successful and wins some games, you should be able to take advantage of that. Make sure to get those 24 head-to-head tokens if you're trying to do that. Yeah, if you got 5,000 league points, there you go, Clickbait Kid. And the thing is, I believe it caps at 500. The thing is, since it resets every 2 weeks, I don't like the idea of paying 500 for them when I know I can get them for 200, 300, or 400 in a couple weeks. That's just me. So that tends to be my thing. I tend to look at it and get somewhere between 24 to 30 of my head-to-head tokens immediately out the gate the second they reset. 24 to 30 every week. So I either do this head-to-head tokens, I either buy it 4 times or 5 times. That's every 2 weeks. It's automatic. If you grind head-to-head and you grind overdrive, it is not at all unreasonable to think, yeah, Jerry, you probably could. I really think you could do an 85. I think you could do it in a day. If you had 24 hours straight, or I don't know. I don't know, man. I think you could do it, especially if there was no power requirement, because you'd come out there and load, just load up. You know what you're doing. You'd get the cheapest 85s you can find, not caring whether they play or do anything else. You're only looking for that overall target. I think you could do it. I think you could do it. Especially, Jerry, since the early game grind, when you first start, you get so much stamina and you know how to use that stamina to get your initial coin stack where you're leveling up from doing things. Where like that first hour and you're just going in nonstop, and if you time it so that there's a Madden Mint event and you're just grinding the heck out of everything with your Madden Mint event to get your initial coin stack that you use to then start working your auction house magic, I think you could do it. I think you could do it. All right, so anyways, that's kind of that on coins. What else you guys want to talk about or see and do? Oh yeah, we were going to do Stump CHF Intra-League. That's right. Before we got that, we were going to do Stump CHF, which means I have to find some things. I have to find some things. Auction House Magic. Watch a random Jerry Auction House stream or one of his videos. He's a mod. He's right there. He's the guy with the nice little RJ logo. His name says Random Jerry. Click on his channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on his channel and the notification bell. He normally streams other stuff, but if he decides to drop some auction house knowledge on you guys, you will want to make sure that you have that bell on Random Jerry's channel, because when he drops some auction house knowledge, it is high quality stuff that you will want to do. I will just say it's not a kid friendly channel like mine, but hey, there's some good knowledge there. Ooh, mods having to do things. What's going on? Was that just like a spamming thing? Yeah, just, guys, don't spam. It's lame. All right, so, Stump CHF, for those of you who do not know, is a fun little game that I like to play with you guys. And the way it works is really quite simple. I am going to find some random object here in my house, and I am going to give you guys hints. You guys are just going to guess. And whoever gets it right is officially my offensive coordinator. And what that means is first down, second down, third down, you, the winner who guessed the object, are in full control. If you want to give me the worst plays possible, you want me out there on 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line, going out there with fake field goal run, or quarterback kneel, it doesn't matter. You control first down, second down, and third down. Unfortunately, just like in real football, sometimes when you have an awful offensive coordinator, the coach has to step in and override it. I will be overriding all 4th down opportunities. You get 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. I only get 4th down. And of course, the goal is for me to drop the drive. You're trying to stump me. You're trying to screw me over. So essentially, the big question is, can I, only controlling 25% of my plays, can I still be successful even if you're trying to screw me over? So, on that note, give me a moment. I'm going to walk away. I'm going to grab some objects. I think I have some fun ones that are going to be really, really hard. So yeah, give me just a second. I am going to go gather some objects, and we are going to play Stump CHF. So I will be right back. I'm going to be really careful about this object to not get it in the frame because it's pretty big. Let's see, grab something from over here. All right, so here's 3 objects. I have my first 3 objects ready, which will cover the first match. So, with that being said, sorry, I'm trying to keep it entertaining. Nobody likes looking at a blank screen with nothing going on. I'm trying to shout. Hopefully my mic could pick it up while I was in other rooms. So, I have 3 objects. I have 3 objects here. The first one, the first hint. Are you guys ready? So I do tend to keep a slow-mo timer on it. I don't know if it's 5 or 10 seconds, but I'm getting ready to give you the hint. Keep that in mind. I don't want to hear, oh man, the delay caused me to not get it, or I would have beat that dude. It's all based on my screen, whatever I see first. So if you guys type it at the exact same time, it's going to go to whoever has the least amount of lag, but my screen is the official. You have less lag than someone else, so you may see yourself first on your screen. Your screen doesn't matter. Only my screen works, or only my screen matters. And the reality is, if you look over there, the chat box, that's the official one. You'll see it over there. So, the first hint is, it is something that weighs exactly 3 pounds. Something that weighs exactly 3 pounds. Aussie plays with the 3-pound partially see-through dumbbell because it is an off green color. And apparently, I have my green screen filter on, even though I'm not using my green screen, which means I've probably looked a little funny, but I always look funny. Who am I kidding? But let's turn off the chroma key. What does that do? Maybe it looks a little better. I don't know. But either way, let's find somebody to go up against. Let's see, 86 defense, 87 defense, 87, 85. I'm trying to find the highest defense. Manny's got an 88. All right, Manny's 88 defense is what we're going up against. So, Aussie, Yeah, yeah, it's West Coast and Garrett. I forgot. Aussie. Actually, you know what? Hang on. Hang on. Aussie. I hate it when I do this. I hate it when I do this. What scheme am I using? You can select my scheme. I'm not changing Garrett. I'm not changing Garrett. Aussie, what scheme do you want me to use? So the only one who gets to call this is, of course, the winner. So it's Aussie in this case. And guys, just so you know, Aussie cannot win again. We do go with the rule that you can only win once. I am going to fix my lineup. Gonna fix my lineup. So, we need to change it to spread. It doesn't matter who we're using because it's there, but spread it is. And we will resume against Manny. Alrighty, Aussie. You got the scheme you wanted. I'm sticking with Garrett. You're not taking Texas from me, man. It's going to be my crutch. So I got less power here. I've got a much worse team, without a doubt. This is an 88 defense we're going up against. Wide receiver hooks. Oh, and you're giving me short pass. I appreciate it. I'm going to... No, move. I don't want you to have a foot on the 1 yard line and get screwed. All right, so you said wide receiver hooks, short pass. All right, so let's look at the play. I've literally never run this play before. Never run this play before. And I can tell you just from looking at it, I don't like it. I don't like it. My initial thoughts, based on what I see, is if I see a blitz, I am probably going to look to either go to one of these little hook routes, one of these little inside hooks to, say, Keenan Allen or to Juju. If I see a blitz, I may dump it off to Kamara. And these two deeper routes, I don't like. And somehow we're going to lose all forward progress and get absolutely nothing out of it. Next pass was inside switch, short pass. Another play with awful routes. God, you're not giving me any of the routes that I like. Well, we got an in route to Eifert. That tends to be... All right, hey, OBG, QB power run. Oh, see, I'm loving the speed, man. I'm loving the speed. When I'm having to keep up with you, that's pretty good. Andrew Luck gets it. It's first down, man. Back to you. You still are in control of this one. QB power, actually... Yeah, this one, he's got spot option short pass. Dude, these short passes out of the spread playbook are garbage. I took that. They were lined up really deep. Halfback draw. Dude. Guys, if you play Stump CHF the same way Aussie does, you are going to make me a very happy person. A very, very happy person. All right, there we go. First down. Triple option run. Now, this is how you're going to get me, is the fact that I have literally zero practice on these triple options. Let's see if I can make the read, the right read, and even... You got me. You got me. That's a crappy way to lose. It's a crappy way to lose. Hey, Jerry, you and me are probably a few of the guys who actually know what this is on my hat. All right. All right. I don't even know how to begin to hint at this one other than I'm going to start describing it. No, dude, this is the original NES, baby. The original NES. So here we go. I am going to start describing this option. So it's almost going to be a bunch of clues over and over. Jerry, you're a little bit older than me. Shame on you for not knowing what this is, dude. Shame on you. All right, so one side of this object is flat. One side of this object is flat. And on that flat side, it seems to have a bunch of little holes in it. Okay? So the flat side has a bunch of little holes in it. One end of it is kind of pointy. It kind of comes to a point, like not a point that's sharp enough to like stab something. But it's got a point at the top. It plugs into a wall. It plugs into a wall if I want to use it. And it's pretty heavy. Based on that 3-pound dumbbell, I would say it's probably 4 or 5. And Trenton Dean gets it. It is an iron. The flat side with a bunch of holes in it. The pointy end. It plugs into the wall. And Trenton Dean, you are officially the winner of that one. And Trenton, what I am going to do to make it stand out, I am going to temporarily add you as a moderator. I will be taking it from you. Please don't abuse it. If you're a winner and I give you mod, don't abuse the mod, but it helps the blue stand out. It gets rid of the timer. So, yeah, Trenton, you are the winner. The first question is, what scheme would you like me to use? What scheme would you like me to use? It can be any scheme. Yeah, ML, wait till you see the next one. I saved the best for last. I saved the best for last. Anything that's spread is harassment. Alrighty, Trenton. Well, Trenton, what scheme am I going to be using for your run at Stump, my friend? What's it going to be? Smash Mouth, vertical, spread, or are you going to be the nice guy who gives me West Coast? Go with Smash Mouth, because why not? Why not go with Smash Mouth? Take my 2 least favorite schemes and give them to me first. So there it is. I just hope you know Smash Mouth enough to give me the plays in a relatively decent amount of time. So here we go. Unfortunately, I can't go against Manny since he's an 88 because he hasn't played back, but that's all right. But I will find an 87. So we will go up against Chris here with his 87 defense. Again, I'm taking my 83 offense against an 87 defense. He's probably got more power than me. Maybe not. No, he's actually a little bit behind me in power, so I get a little bit of a boost there. But Trenton, I'm probably going to fair catch this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try and run it back and avoid having to call any awful plays at all. So I'm going to attempt to return the kick. Maybe I'll get lucky. And, yeah, it's not happening. So, Trenton, you are my offensive coordinator. You are in control of everything until 4th down happens. And I say, man, I got a bum as an offensive coordinator. I, the head coach, will have to make something happen. So, Trenton, 1st and 10. What is your call, my man? PA? All right, here we go. You're not going to be as prepared as Aussie was, but we'll get it going. Oh, crap. I need to do something real quick on my other phone. You don't know Smash Mouth at all. Hey, dude, me neither. Me neither. Me neither, man. Here's the play action. What do you see that you like? If anything. PA boost. I'm assuming you mean PA boot. I'm gonna make a flip just because I want to. I got a crossing route. I think I could probably pull this off between the crossing route and the flat route. I'm not overly worried unless my guy gets jammed. Unless my guy gets jammed, there's nothing you can do about the jamming there. So here it is, 2nd and 10. You are still in control, Mr. Offensive Coordinator. So, yeah, we're playing Stump CHF, Aiden. Absolutely, man. That is what we are doing. Short pass. There's not a ton in here. I mean, yeah, most of the time people do. Slants. That's actually not a bad play. First down. Good call. Good call, offensive coordinator of mine. What are we looking at next? What are we looking at next, Trenton? Yeah, I would think that would be one of the better short pass plays for it. At least from when I was looking over it. Run. Well, we got a bunch of these. Halfback sling. Is that a player, or are you talking halfback sting? All right. I'm assuming that's halfback sting, since there is no halfback sling. They have this play in West Coast, and it is not an awful play. That's usually about what it's good for. Somewhere between 2 to 4 yards is about all you can expect from halfback sting. I tried to bounce it outside. Normally, I run it inside out of West Coast. Short pass. Here you go. Yeah, just rub it in. Aussie, rub it in. A fumble to end it the very first time I ever pull it off. Texas, well, thank you. You're giving me the play that I made sure to keep Garrett for. Oh, cover 2. Break it. Come on, Eifert. Come on. Hang on to the ball. All right, 3rd and 8. Offensive coordinator, actually, you're doing pretty good with your play calling. yeah, I will say. But you know what? Hey, yeah, I can't blame the coordinator. I can't blame the coordinator. Coordinator's giving me good plays. I wonder if you're trying to stump me, but hey, there has long been a history of people playing Stump CHF who refuse to get on the Stump bandwagon and just say, you know what? We are gonna lead CHF down the field to see if we can score. In fact, I always get a kick out of it when someone says, I'm not going to play by the Stump rules. I'm going to see if I can make CHF score without calling a single play. Maybe that's what Trenton is trying to do, is to make me do a drive without getting a single play call of my own. So here we go, PA spot. That corner route could be money, but based on the alignment here, I don't know. Yeah, nothing. 4th and 16, not a good place to be. Wow. I don't like the plays here. I don't want to be locked in with Texas as my only bailout because it's not really great from this situation. So we're going to... Oh, all right. This is my play call. I am going to get to control this one in a playbook that I don't use, with plays I don't know. But I'm going to go with, man, I like shakes, but that's not going to give me any protection if there's a blitz and it's slow developing. But yeah, damn it, we're going shakes. We're going shakes here. Reason being, those corner routes can be glitchy. Those Corner routes like that can be really glitchy. They have been for years. Blitz is coming. Roll out. Cut. Let's freaking go! Shakes with the conversion. And just like I thought, that route was going to be pretty glitchy. And it was. Got pretty wide open. And it is back to you, Trenton. With the save on 4th down. Run. Here we go. We got the runs going. I will keep going back and forth. Any play right up the middle? Well, let's go with like just the quintessential halfback dive. It doesn't really get more up the middle than that. And yeah, 5 yards. I'll take it, man. So it's 2nd and 5. Offensive coordinator is doing it. I only had to step in once and bail out that 4th and 16. Play action pass. Here we go. We'll just drink some water, go back and forth while you pick your play. PA Power O. Sounds good to me. Not a bad play. It's in quite a few playbooks, I believe. And that corner route is going to be sexy. Or not. I covered that one earlier in the stream, Wiss. Not going to do that one again, at least not right this second. So here we go. Back to you. Short pass. 1,000 no video subscriber challenge. I would say West Coast, but I'm biased. That's my scheme. So I personally find West Coast to be the best scheme. Fullback flare. Was actually an incredible play. It was an incredible play in the past. Not that great this year. Actually, you know what? Not as bad as it could have been. So it's 4th and inches. You guys know what's coming. Please tell me that there is a fullback dive in this scheme, and there is. Ooh, a field goal block. You stumped me. Wow. I didn't get that fullback dive. Wow. Off a field goal block, too. We'll take just a fat L on that one. You did me right, man. I just couldn't. Yeah, just brakes didn't go. Brakes didn't go the way I want. Could I have used the smash mouth ability? Aussie, that's a damn good question, bro. Maybe. If anybody, I'll have to go check. I'll have to go check in the replay. I don't know. I don't know if I could. But I just heard my door open, which means my family's home. So we're going to wrap this up, but not before the Stump CHF object that no one is going to be able to guess. And I say that because someone is totally going to guess it. Someone is totally going to guess it. But for this one, I have to stand up because this one is an audio-only clue. It is an audio-only clue. So to make this fun, let me just turn off the webcam. Troy, thank you so much for subscribing. So here comes the audio clue. Let me move this really close to my microphone where I can still see everything. I have a feeling it's going to be a younger person who gets this, if anybody gets it. And the hint is, it does belong to my 8-year-old. And here comes your audio clue. All right, that's about it. That's about all the sound I can take before I start breaking things in my room. Oh boy. It is not a Nerf basketball. It is not a Nerf basketball. Nobody has gotten it. All right, I'm going to say Silly Ritz is close, but that is not good enough. It is a bouncy ball, but that is not good enough based on what it is. It is a bouncy ball, but you're going to need to be more specific. And I'm going to keep making this thing make noise. Whoa! That may have screwed it up because I turned the camera back on. Let's see if anybody just gets it now. It is not a yoga ball. Bam! Luke Ebel got it.
What?
Luke Ebel got it. It is a Wobble bubble.
You're doing it without me?
Dude, you weren't here. Someone asked if Mini CHF was going to make a cameo.
Granny
Here he is.
Both rounds.
It is a Wobble bubble.
Hey, do you want me to go get an item?
Hang on. No, this is going to be the last one since you guys are home. So let me go back. It was, the winner was Luke. Luke, I am going to give you temporary moderator because you are in control. Let me bring... Someone asked, what is a Wobble bubble?
I got it.
You got it? So...
It's a giant Wobble bubble
It is basically...
It's like a giant Wobble.
It is basically like a giant 3-foot tall, like, balloon made of, like, really... Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Here, throw it at me. Like that.
It's like a 3-foot tall, giant rubber balloon that will totally destroy things in the house if you let it. In fact, I think I knocked some dust off the fan.
Here.
But yeah, anyway.
Duster.
I digress. So, we have a winner. Luke, what scheme are we using for this final round of Stump CHF?
Did you tell them about your hat?
They can see my hat, dude.
Yeah,
West Coast.
Did you tell them why you're not wearing your Bucks hat?
Why? Because, I'm not wearing a Bucks hat because I'm just pissed off that Jameis Winston turned the ball over. I mean, he's doing giveaways like he's a brand new YouTuber trying to start a channel with bad content. Nothing but giveaways. Nothing good, all giveaways. I can't tell you how many people try to start YouTube channels with that formula. Jameis Winston is officially a YouTuber. A bad YouTuber. Yeah, it was awful. Just giveaway after giveaway after giveaway. So we're gonna get a good scheme here.
We're doing some CHF and someone asked what is a Wobble.
Well, you don't need to hit it against the fan. You're knocking dust all over my white comforter.
That was me. Sorry. No, Darian. No, I don't want to replace one bad quarterback with another bad quarterback. I want the Bucs to actually have a decent quarterback for a change. But no. Why would I want someone who throws for more interceptions than yards, right? Like, yeah, doing the last round of Stump CHF. I mean, I've got a quarterback who's capable of, like, a ton of awful plays. You know, I can't think back to that Bears game and think that Colin Kaepernick should be a starting quarterback. You can't have 5 interceptions and 4 yards. How does that happen? That's like a Jameis Winston stat line. So no, I don't want to replace Jameis with another Jameis. So, we got West Coast. Let's find a high overall team to go up against. I think we have another 87. There we go. RG's got an 87. So, Luke, you are in control of all of the plays. This will be how we're ending the stream. As I said, the family is home. We've been going a little over 2 hours, which is kind of normally my upper level. Since it's West Coast, I'm going to fair catch it at the 7. You're giving me a good scheme. I'm not going to try and run it back. First play will be PA double post.
Okay, I'm back. So what's with the
All right.
last round of Stump CHF?
This is the last round, so we don't have any more objects. You missed all the objects, dude.
What all did you do?
I did a dumbbell, an iron, and a wobble. X-follow.
Where did you get this dumbbell?
From the closet. All right, let's see what we get here.
I could be working out all day.
Taking one of those drags. Oh, no, taking a sack.
I'll be walking by behind your chair just lifting a dumbbell.
All right, what next, Luke? Are there any good? I don't remember who's in season 6, Joshua. Fake field goal run. Lovely.
This is just one hand. I'm using one hand.
You know, it's a good thing you didn't do like fake field goal run 3 times right to take it as safety. 3rd and 24. Young boy, it's probably your device, my man. It's probably your device. How do I review replays? I just hit pause and then go to instant replay. And then I do that. That's how I do it. Quarterback kneel.
Today you got the dumbbell from
Oh,
the
boy.
closet that I couldn't find the dumbbell in.
All right, it's 4th and 26. Do we have any Eagles fans here? Do we have any Eagles fans in the chat? I gotta know real quick. Do we have any Eagles fans in the chat? If so, 4th and 26 should mean something to you.
I'm getting back to work.
So the question is, can I pull off some Eagle magic, or will you guys be about ready to see Jameis Winston?
Switch. Nah, I'm just trying to make a good background.
4th and 26.
Nah, I'm just trying to...
Buddy, I gotta focus, man. I gotta focus. I'm in an awful, awful, awful situation.
What's going on?
4th down, 26 to go. Oh, man, why couldn't it be 4th and 16? 4th and 16, I would totally be okay with. 4th and 26, I really, really, really don't want to be here. No, we don't call Fail Mary ever. There's no opportunity to get open with Fail Mary. I want to have something that at least gives me a chance against man or zone. I don't like Vert's Wheel Stop here. I may end up going with Vert's Wheel Stop just because it has 3 routes capable of getting 26. Hail Marys are 4 streaks, so they're too easy to cover.
Oh, they're easy for...
I think the right decision is going to be PA switch dig.
We'll get in the bag.
I think the right decision is about to be PA switch dig.
So, Daddy, now I am a lot stronger because I just lifted a dumbbell for
So there we go. Please don't be a big blitz. Oh, and I should have flipped the play because I just took out OBJ. OBJ is going to run out of bounds, so he's not going to be in play. I should have thought of where I was. Oh! Oh! Almost had that one. It was contested. It was an awful situation to be in.
Grimmy won both rounds.
Can we see league chat? Sure. Unless there's something inappropriate in there. There's your league chat, Greenie. There's your league chat. Yet we meet again. It's only because we have played these guys like I think 3 times in the past week or 2. But anyways, thank you all so much for coming and hanging out with me tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful rest. How do you upgrade limited time players to a higher overall? I believe there is a set that you have to do where you would go in here to your set, and I believe it's in the Madden Core. And then you have to take your limited players and you exchange the one that can't evolve into the one that can evolve. But when you do that, yeah, then you can rank them up. That's how you do it. This set right there. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. I love you guys. I will see you soon, sometime next week. But I'm going to shut it down. Should we, you know what? Let's find somebody to raid. Let's see if anybody is streaming this game. Let's find someone to raid if we can. If we can. That is the thing. Is anybody streaming Madden Mobile is the question. I should probably put my headphones on so I can hear if anybody is doing anything. And let me make sure I set this so if they are playing some music, I don't get my entire stream demonetized by listening to it. So here we go. Let's see if anybody is here to do it. So we'll search Madden Mobile, and then we will sort by live. Is anybody live right now? Here we go. Somebody else is live. Guys, let's prep a little raid. Go show some love. Go let him know CHF has called for a raid of his channel. And apparently he's talking about some kind of YouTuber tournament that I don't even know about. So, I love you guys. I will be in this chat that I am linking for a raid. And I'll be in that chat for a little bit until I shut it down. But I am going to shut down my stream. I love you guys.